Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but I wanted to come on here and share my completed pages for January and February. I should actually be planning out my lesson plan for tomorrow, but am I? No. So let's get started. I have my handy dandy 2025 coloring planner by Amanda Colors. Decorated it with some Clara manga stickers. I feel like I say her name wrong every time, but yeah, so I'm in her like monthly Patreon subscription where she sends stickers. So this is the year of the snake, so she designed this one this month. For that, this was her new book release, and I believe this was like January, in December, so I don't remember. But yeah, so I've been filling out my planner. I have a goal of not buying any books. I have not done that. Circle of Life. These are my, because I'm in a group, the 2020, 25 for 25, so these are the books that I have been coloring in. I have not finished all my whips. I have participated in my tags, but I still have another month to do that. So these are the pages. I have not done much coloring again because I am in the heat of my practicum. But I did 3 pages, 2 buddy colors, 3 prompt challenges, and 2 untouched books in January. That's just something. This is the first page I did in January. I did it for my 2025 bingo with Julianne Annette Art on YouTube and Instagram. I did like a monochromatic purple. I just used like some Crayola markers and alcohol markers and some like gel pen just to make it like pop. So that was fun. Just a simple page. I decided that I'm just gonna like do simple pages, so that's that. I think I'm gonna show you guys my whips first, just so I can like keep track of them. So this is my first whip in Fairy Tales and Folklore by Amelia Lydehall Oberg. I have not touched this book in a couple of months. This was for a challenge or a group buddy color. I left that group recently because I just don't have time to color these pages, and it's making me kind of like nervous. So I left Doodle Robot's chats just so I could focus on coloring for me rather than other people. I did love that group, and it gave me lots of motivation to finish coloring pages, but I just haven't picked this page back up, and they're a couple months ahead of me, and I just felt overwhelmed. So I think I'm just gonna leave this as a whip until I feel motivation to come back and finish it. The scales are taking me a really long time to color because I'm kind of trying to make them look like scales. I realized that this was like a gem, so I tried to erase that. I'll have to fix that with something, but yeah, this book is very gorgeous. It has super duper thick paper. It's a great book, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. I just have not come back to this page, which is sad. Then I have Nakasco Squirrel in Residents of Antique Town. I have been doing this. This was a buddy color, but I don't think it is anymore. I have done some work. I did lots of the wood, as you can see. I started working on the panels down here. That's as far as I've gotten. Yeah. I do really like how this page came. I just based everything with Neo colors, and I've been going over with polychromos. I've literally only done the wood in pencil so far, but I think it's looking good so far, and I'm happy with it. So hopefully I will get back to that and finish it. Then I have a whip in Grains of Gold. I am really enjoying this one. I think it's very vibrant. It's dark. It's contrasting. I love the background. It did bleed through, but I think I can fix that. I'm not really concerned about that. This page is rainy, so it's like a dark, and I could use those colors. But yeah, I just have to do the leaves. I started up here, and I had to do some moles because when I was doing the distress ink in the background, I got it on her skin. I do like her skin. I think it's like, it's still really streaky because I used Tombows underneath, but it's a lot better than the skin I previously did in this book. Her skin is very streaky and I don't know why, so I'm happy with her skin. I'm still working on it. Side profiles are hard, but I think it has something to do with the Tombows that I was using and the pencils I was using, because I've been using Artex pencils. Because I've been trying to get rid of my budget pencils because I've decided that I'm just going to use those pencils up and then not rebuy. I'm just going to use my nicer pencils because I have more fun. I have more enjoyment coloring with those than I do with my budget-friendly pencils. And I have them, so why not use them is my thinking. So I've been trying to use those pencils more. I do like the color layout and what I have achieved from those pencils, but they're not my favorite pencils, so yeah. So that is that whip I have. I think I can finish that this month. I still have a bunch of whips in Tropigoth. I did start doing her hair with shading. I'm gonna have to go back and fix that because I'm not really liking that. I did base her skin. I think I'm just gonna base their skins, and when I feel like coloring one of her pages, I'll just do that. I still have this whip I need to come back and color again. And this one. Anything that's like fully colored, I consider a whip. It has yellowed, but I don't really care about that, to be honest. Yeah. So hopefully I'll get back to those. I just haven't any motivation to color any Tropigoth, really, because Christina stopped doing her trend or her tag for personal reasons, and that was my biggest motivation. So I think I'm just going to color this when I feel like it, I guess. I'm not quite sure, but I haven't felt the urge to. Another older whip I have is Geomorphia. I don't know if this is a whip or not because I literally only have like a few things colored. I just haven't gone back to finish it because I don't really want to, if I'm being all honest. I started with watercolor because my now fiance picked it out, and yeah, I haven't quite gone back to do that. Another whip I have is in Creature, and there was this page from Halloween. I started with Inktense, and I just haven't, again, had the motivation to come back. Plus, it is Halloween themed, so I haven't. This was a buddy color with the Fiction Kitten, but I think I'm gonna just put this on the back burner because I don't really want to finish it right now because it's Halloween and I'm more of a seasonal colorist. So, sorry, Fiction. Another Halloween whip I have is this one. I started this with Lucy Colors because she has a YouTube channel or a YouTube membership where she's coloring this book as a full book color along, and I really wanted to color this page, and I really like the way her page came out, so I've been kind of following that color along. I have not gone back to it again because it's Halloween. I did do a few things that when it wasn't Halloween because I was enjoying the page, but then I lost my motivation for it and haven't not gone back. So yeah, this is a whip that I started this month. I do like it. This is just me. This wasn't Lucy. She hasn't done this page yet. I do have a few, because I already colored the fairy page in this book. And I wanted to do another fairy one, because this was the book that I picked for my group project book for 2025. 25 for 2025. So I've been working on this page, but I didn't get a chance to finish it. I like the way it looks. My idea was like that this was like kind of like a fairy dust trail. And she's obviously like glowing like a fairy would. And this would be like kind of like warm tones maybe. And maybe I'll make her cool tones. I haven't quite figured this out, but I like the way I did these two flowers. I'm going to do this flower, and this flower in those colors. And then I'm going to figure out what to do for the rest of them. But yeah. That was Romantic Country by Aerie. Another page I started this month but didn't get around to finish. This was Julianne's pick for the group project we're doing. And I started this one because it looked kind of like a fairy to me. I think it's a dragonfly. But I started this with Paul or Van Gogh watercolors. And I like the way it's turning out. I'm just not quite sure what I'm going to do with the rest of the page. So I'm going to have to come back to this one and figure that out. That was Mythical Beasts by Veronica Kolosky. I'm not sure. A whip I started in this book is this is Fairy Celebrations by Clara Markova. I did this one. Who is this channel? Is this? She's from Ukraine. I don't remember. Elena? I think it was Elena. I'm gonna have to, I'll put it on the screen if I remember to, so you guys can refer to it. This was a page she started in December, and I really liked, I've been wanting to get into these books, and I just haven't had the, like, I guess the guts to do it, so I kind of just, coloring with Elena. Yeah, I was coloring with Elena. This is a tutorial by Coloring with Elena. I literally wrote it right there and I couldn't see. But I have been terrified to start in these books, so I followed that trend, that tutorial, so I could touch the book, and I genuinely love the way this is turning out so much, and I'm so glad I was able to pick this up and color in it, because I was scared to, but yeah, I had a lot of fun doing that, and I'm excited to get back to it in December, because it is a Christmas page. Another Halloween one I did was this one. This was a group project, or group buddy color, but I never finished it. I kind of took reference from the front of the page. It definitely turned out way different than I originally had thought, but I was testing out the new Pitt pens I got, and Staedtler art pens. I think I had another water-based marker that I got too. I don't remember. But I was testing those out. And I love the way it came out. I'm definitely going to have to add more, like, definition back into the leaves with pencils. But I think I can do that when I come back to this page. So that was Dark Arts by Francisco Gautier. And another whip I have, which is my last whip that I have to show you, is from Victorian Fantasy Collection. Is this one. I'm not in love with the way I did this background. I'm gonna have to fix it. And I did neon colors for the base of it. I haven't figured out what I want to do for the train or her outfit, but I know I wanted it to have like some leather in it. So I'm gonna have to come back to this page, because again, I'm not quite sure how I want to fix this, and I've lost my motivation for it, so yeah, if you have any ideas, let me know. But I have no idea what I would do. Fix that. So those are all my whips I had. Now we'll get into my completed pages for the months of January and February. So the first, I did do this page in February with the coloring planner. I do not like the way it looks. I used acrylic paint pens, alcohol markers, some shading techniques, yeah. It's not the best, but it's something. I did a lot more pages in February than I did January, but I will start with January's pages. This was a buddy color with Fiction Kitten in Famous Monster Pieces. I love the way this came out. It took me so long to do the skin, the shading in the skin. I did this with Prismas. I used some shuttle art or folk art, like color shift paint for the panels. I also outlined them with some super gold marker. Yeah, I just adore the way this came out. I did do the earrings, different colors, kind of match the pop art vibe. I know that it's not exactly replicating his art, but who cares? It's my own take on it, and that's what I enjoyed. Yeah, but this was beautiful, and I will show you Fiction's. Theirs is so much more like pop art inspired, which I love. It's stunning. They always do an incredible job with horror pages because it's their favorite genre. But yeah. Thank you again, Fiction, for coloring with me. I will finish the other page hopefully this month. And this book, they chose, what page did they choose to do? That's a cool page. It was something with lines in it. It was like a clown page. I don't remember. Oh, this one. Oh, it looks a little trippy with the lines in it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to color this kind of replicating the art. But I did love the way I did that Marilyn Monroe page. Then I did a buddy color with the beautiful Coloring Bumblebee here on Instagram and YouTube. I'm so excited that I have colored a page with her. I did this one. I wanted to do like a kind of pastel rainbow vibe because it's like the type of person I am in real life. I think I based it everything. I got the new Artex watercolor pencils, which I have no idea why. I didn't need them. I don't even really like them. But now I own them, so don't think I can return them. Maybe I can, I'll look and see, but I absolutely love the way she looks, how she came out. I went over with polychromos to give it that kind of, like, I wanted it to look like a sketchy kind of look. And then I love the way her jeans came out. Because they kind of look like overalls, like a jean overall, and they're like shaded like that. I think that's super duper fun. And then I went over with the, what are these gel pens called that everyone's obsessed with? The long, gel pens? To give a bit of definition to the book, so they kind of like stood out. I didn't do much shading in this book, because I kind of just like wanted to leave it as that like watercolor look, but I don't know. I am happy with it. I like the way it turned out. It was fun to do. Yeah, and I'm glad to have a page done in this book. Here is Coloring Bumblebee's page. Their page turned out so stunning. Like they used a color palette and their black widow pencils, and it just turned out beautiful. I'm always amazed at how like smooth they get their pages to look. But yeah, this was, what's this called? I wrote it down in my journal thing. Siamese altar coloring book. Siamese altar coloring book? I don't know. This is a really fun book. I got it on Etsy. Pretty sure you can get it on Ali. No. What's that other one? Not AliExpress. That's bad. Don't go buy things from there. But yeah. Now we'll get into February's pages. I finally colored a page in RJ Hampson's books. I love his work, and I'm so happy that I got a page done. This was for Jody Colors fairy tale hashtag and my personal pick for 25 for 25. They picked Little Red Riding Hood for their fairy tale, so I did this one. Again, I used my Ohuhu markers to base everything. I'm not really concerned about the little guys on the other pages. And then I went over with Artex pencils just so I could use those up. I really wanted these to look like tiger lilies, but I had a really hard time doing that. But I love the way my leaves turned out. They look so like cartoonish and like fun. I feel like it really brings the page together, like with this like dark contrasted sky with the little wood like hay cabin and the vibrant greeny grass. I feel like it's cool, and these remind me of poppies, so I colored those as poppies. I tried to make the picnic basket have like a picnic kind of pattern. It's not the best, but it's something. And then I love the way that I created like different fur techniques. Like I used like a light fur, a dark fur, or a light, medium, and dark fur to create the wolf. And then I kind of tied it in. I didn't think it needed a background. I did ask my group if they thought it needed a background, but nobody did, so I kind of like the way it turned out. And I like the way that I did the smoke coming out. I've been trying to practice like my little dots that Elm Color does with her like white Posca marker. So hopefully that translated well and you can tell that's smoke coming out of the chimney. But I love this page. I love how it turned out. I love my Little Red Riding Hood and her little rosy cheeks. I just love the whole thing. So I'm excited to have a page done in RJ Hampson's. Most of these books only had one page, so I did do them for the Color Your Horde 2025 for February. They changed it to do, it's now like CW the month and then 2025, just so it's shorter. Then I got into a mood board challenge. I will put the mood board up and I will show you everyone's pages. If I can find them. I'm not sure if I have them on my camera roll anymore. And the owner deleted the group chat because they opened a new one. But if you want to see the mood board, you can go to my Instagram and check it out. This one was really fun to do. I realized that I should have done the buildings different colors than just like this and this. That was my mistake. But I do love the way it came out. I love my little rocks, my little like overall guy, my bunny. I accidentally colored him black, so I had to remove that pigment. And then I think it created like a cool fur technique. I like it. I think it looks pretty good. I did those highlights that you have in there, and then I made this like the white building at the top. But yeah, I think that looked pretty good. I just used alcohol markers. Again, I'm practicing with just alcohol markers and having a blast doing that. But I'm still learning, so not the perfect, but this is Hega Holiday by Susu, and that was pretty good. Then I did a coloring challenge by What a Colorful Life, is that their channel name? I don't know. They were doing 14 hearts or 14 coloring pages for Valentine's Day. So I didn't have time to do 14 pages. Obviously, being a student teacher is a lot. So I just did, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 hearts for their challenge. This little frog page is super duper cute. I don't know why I wanted to do the frog page, but I did it with alcohol markers, kind of minimal shading. I kind of feel like if I would have went over with some pencils, it would have made it pop a bit more, but it's still pretty fun. I like that I just used like a minimal color palette, and I like the frogs contrasting from this green to this green, but I used the same pink throughout because it was only like pops of pink, and I feel like it worked very well. So yeah, that was fun, and that was in Valentine Mandalas by Alexandra Franzese. Then I did a page in Circle of Life by, I'm not going to say that name, I'm going to butcher that name. So I'm not. I did this page, and I love this page. I did this for, I did that myself. I can fix that though. I did this for the Fiction Kitten's birthday. Yeah, I can fix that. And it took me a really long time because I went over each of these snake skin scales with this color. I've been trying to use this one up because I recently bought a lot of glitterful watercolor, so I need to use some of it up. And I've had this one forever from my mom. She got that for me. That was my first set of sparkly watercolors. But I love the color palette. I love that there's a tealy blue, like a navy blue, and then the red. I feel like the red really makes it like pop. I did just go over like with some watercolor, some Prima watercolor, and then I added some shading bits. I don't remember what pencils I used. Was it the Artex? Might have been the Artex pencils. I did add some shading into the scales as well. I'm not sure if you can see that with the glittery bits because it is pretty shiny. But yeah, that was super duper fun. And this one goes for, I think it was Coloring Mermaid's Choice. Yeah, Coloring Mermaid's Choice, Circle of Life. Yeah, for 2025. Yeah. And then I finally colored a page in Secret Garden. This is a project book with Julianne and the Fiction Kitten, where I picked a palette and we worked through our pages. So this is the page. I already did this page in this book, so I based my palette off this. This is really at the beginning of my coloring journey, so you can see that there's not a lot of shading. It's very patchy, not my best work, but I took that and I made this one, and I love this. I love the way this turned out. Like, it's so fun. I used Distress ink in the background to create this like splatter effect. I used soft pastel to give it that kind of vibrant. I used some sparklies in the cores of the thing. I think I went over everything with Tombows, so it gave it that base so you wouldn't see so much patchiness, and there was still that highlight that I love. And I just love this so much. It's so stunning, and I'm super happy to have another page done in this book. Yeah, again, very happy. So, A Secret Garden by the Johanna Basford. And then finally, I did do 2 coloring pages for Amy Ward's freebie prompts. I just gotta get them out of my thing. This one I did all with polychromos, and I adore the way it came out. Like, she has a little bit of patchy skin because of the paper, but I just love the shading. I feel like it looks super duper realistic. the dress, the ruffles. It's just, I feel like this is my favorite page of all time. Like the blueberries, the lemons. And I love the complementary colors of the pink with the blue and the pink with the yellow. It just, I feel like it works really well together. Yeah, her skin is really pretty. I had to redo her nose a few times because I wasn't happy with that. The green eyes, like the baby yellow hair that toddlers usually have. I adore every part of this page. It was a lot of work, but it was super duper fun to do. Again, that's for Amy Ward's freebie challenge. I think it's Fabulous Freebies. And then I did this one. Again, this one was super fun to do. I did base this all with alcohol marker. I went over with some Prima watercolor to create the background. I used some sparkly watercolor, and I used the new Harmonious Castle Art pencils. Again, I have no idea why I bought those. I guess I get FOMO and I buy things because I have FOMO. But yeah, those are probably my top favorites of the month. And the snake page probably. So let me know what your favorite pages are in the description below, and I hopefully we'll have another completed pages video next month, but I'm not limiting myself to that, or like not limiting myself, I'm not restraining myself to that, because I do have a lot going on, and I hope you're understanding, and when I have more time I will be back, and hopefully I will make new videos. I'm just having a hard time like figuring out what I want my channel to be like. Like, I know completed pages are a big part of this community, but do I want color alongs? Like, do you want to see color alongs from me? Because every time I do a color along, they're not really like well received. Or do you want me to do like tutorials or how to, or do you want me to do like color and chats? Like, I'm really awkward because truthfully I am on the spectrum, so it's hard for me to talk to the camera. It's hard for me to talk to anyone, but I don't know what I would ramble on about. Anyways, let me know what you want to see, and hopefully I can figure out a way to incorporate those videos into my schedule. Yeah, okay. Bye guys, see you guys next time.